Good morning, class. Now we are going to start chapter 6, Motion and Time. You have studied motion in class 6 also, and you have studied many types of motion. They may be rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, oscillatory, periodic, non-periodic, different, even circular, rotation, revolution. You have studied different types of motion in class 6. Now, in detail, you will know about motion. First of all, understand this with some example. If a car is moving in a straight line path, which type of motion it is? It is a rectilinear motion, as it is moving in straight path. The earth is revolving around the sun. This is revolution. This is also a type of motion. The hands of clocks are also in motion, as it is changing. The hands are changing its position with respect to time and with respect to its immediate surrounding. Immediate surrounding means where it is. If a train is standing on track, the immediate surrounding is outside the train and the train is at the rest if it is not in motion. So the opposite of motion is rest. Either the body may be in rest or in motion. So what is the definition of motion? An object is said to be in motion if its position with respect to its immediate surroundings changes with time. Many examples I have given right now. As for the example of car, seconds hand, or example of rotation or revolution. Even a few examples are there here also related with our body. In our body, blood is moving in arteries and veins. That is also a type of motion. Even we are taking in air, we are giving out carbon dioxide. That is also a type of motion. And if an object doesn't change its position with respect to its immediate surrounding, it is said to be at rest. So rest and motion are two opposite things. Now come to the second topic. All motion is relative. First of all, to understand this, one example is there. If you and your friend is sitting in a train compartment, then both of you are sitting and you feel that both of you are at rest. You can see your friend is sitting quietly, he is at rest, and your friend can see you that you are sitting quietly and you are at rest. But if anybody, your immediate surrounding is in the compartment, so both of you are at rest. But if a person standing outside at the platform, then he will feel that you are in motion. So we can define motion only with respect to its immediate surrounding. It means motion is relative. It may be that a given object is at rest for one observer and it is in motion by another observer. The same example I have given. For one observer, like you are sitting in the compartment, your friend is at rest. But by another observer who is standing outside at the platform, you are in motion. So motion is relative. Sometimes whenever you are traveling by train, you might have feel that your train is moving, but after a few minutes you realize that it is not your train which is moving, it is the train which is on another track that was moving, that started motion. It also occurs, it can also be understood with the help of relative motion. This happens when another train on a neighboring track crosses your train So it will take a time to decide to you that whether a given object state of rest or motion, that whether you are at rest or you have started motion, or whether that train is at rest or that train is moving. So it take time to decide to you. Now one important point is given there. We often think of motion when the position of an object changes with time. However, there are certain situations in which we interpret motion through some indirect evidence. Thus, the motion of air is visualized through movement. We cannot see it, but we can we can feel the motion of air or rustling of leaves. And motion of earth is interpreted through observation, like the regularity of sunrise and sunset. As earth moves, then only sunrise, and we can see the sunrise and sunset. Sun is not rising and setting, but due to movement of earth, revolution and rotation of earth, we can feel the sunrise and sunset. And you have studied that earth moves from west to east. That's why we see sunrise in east direction, and the sunset, it appears setting in the west. Now in detail about different types of motion will be discussed in next video. Thank you, class.